with that being said, it's time to debut the 2 biggest awards that you can win in all of professional sport.
Amen.
We will start with the big guys. All year we went in the trenches and we ranked the top 5 offensive lines off their performances from the weekend before. And that was obviously a smashing success in the trenches, and we love doing it. And it was nice to shine a light on the big fatsos that are moving bodies around so that their offense can be efficient and successful. And if you paid attention to that particular segment all year, you could kind of tell who was going to be around and who was going to be the team that could potentially go and win a Super Bowl. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just the top 5 offensive lines of the entire season that's going to be named. Also, the best tackle, best guard, and best center of the 2024-2025 season will be named in this edition of The Trenchies.
Hell yeah.
Our host is also the man that's on top of the trophy that will not be delivered. It'll be a, what were those things called that everybody was just giving away?
NFT?
NFT.
NFT.
there you go.
Everybody that wins a Trenchy will win an NFT of this particular trophy. Remember, you cannot share the NFT. You cannot screenshot the NFT because then everybody else will have it.
Yep.
NFTs only work if you're the only one that has the picture. And on the internet, that's going to be tough to do, but that's why this NFT is so damn special. You can't just screenshot this one.
No.
This is one that's going to get emailed or texted directly to you from your host and the man that's on top of that trophy, AQ Shipley.
Looks like a damn Greek god on top of that trophy.
Yeah, certainly. Eating a lot of Greek yogurt.
I was lobbying to shrink that belly. I know you can edit a lot of things, but
What are you talking about?
what? That belly. Look at that thing.
Make it bigger,
Great.
man.
You look great, bro.
That's a monster belly.
It's the Trenchies. First, we'll do a couple individual awards, although I know that offensive linemen do not like that. Okay? First, the best guard of the 2024-2025 season. The Trenchy goes to
Trey Smith of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow.
Could have went to his brethren on the other side, Mr. Tooney, but he moved out the tackle a little bit. Trey Smith is an absolute dog. Let's take a look at this. I pulled one clip just to show how ferocious he is. Look at this deuce. Boom! On Fred Warner. Puts his ass on the ground. That's the best you are going to see. This dude plays the game the way you're supposed to at guard. Physical. Can opener. Puts Fred Warner, one of the best linebackers, if not the best linebacker, on the ground all the time. This is the way he plays. Physical dog.
Congratulations, Trey Smith, the best guard in the NFL, the Trenchy Award winner.
Wow.
We will send you an NFT of that particular trophy. You can't share it with anybody, then it's not worth a fuck. Don't ever forget that. Trey, now let's
Congrats,
go
Trey.
to the top center, which we know is very close to your heart. Who is the top center of the 2024-2025 season? The Trenchy goes to...
Big congrats to Mr. Frank Ragnow of the Detroit Lions.
Wow! Lions are already winning things.
Let's go.
Listen, I love this guy. I've loved this guy since he came out. First round pick out of Arkansas, but he also plays the game the way you're supposed to. When you look at that left arm right there, why does he have that sleeve on his left arm? Because he tore his fucking pec. Guy tore his pec, came back a week later, continues to play. Look at him reach this guy. Little combo block up. That you don't see reach blocks like that in the NFL. And oh, by the way, his running back's just going to take it 70 yards for a touchdown right off his ass.
Wow.
See you later.
Congratulations, Frank Ragnow. Wow. We'll send you an NFT.
Unbelievable year. Should be first team All-Pro center, hands down.
Okay.
Not PFF's All-Pro.
Whoa. Oh, easy.
What?
The actual All-Pro.
Whoa. We're giving out awards.
yeah,
It's
man.
a positive. It's a celebration.
This is a celebration.
Sounds like AQ doesn't think that the PFF people know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to offensive line play.
That's right. That's where I was going with that.
You don't know what the job is. How do you know what my job is to do? You're
That's
gonna
right.
rate me? That's the thing that you say?
That's exactly where I was going. When D-Butt sent it to me yesterday, I just, what the fuck is this?
Listen, I think PFF does a lot of great things for the sport. I think they give a lot of analytics and stats, and I think they help out a lot of people whenever it comes to being football fans. But there are some jobs that are tough to predict and call what they are. Happens in the secondary a lot.
It's a blind spot. It's a lot of blind spots.
Offensive line could be potentially difficult because you have no idea who's supposed to get to where.
No
I think
stats.
I think they try to judge it off of things that they know are going to be the fundamental sound. How do you go about doing what you do? But I think the players who potentially get rated pretty low on that and get that held against them in negotiations and potentially possibly get, not picked up on teams because of it, say that you have no fucking idea what my job is, right? Is that?
That's accurate. Very accurate. That's exactly what I was saying.
I mean, when those guys come up on Sunday Night Football and they do their intro and it's 127 out of 128, it's like,
And he's making $14 million a year. Yeah.
You can't help.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't help but think that. Hey, Cush walks into a game. Okay, it's like his 10th year.
Yeah.
And he's getting a start, and he's got that headshot thing, and right at the bottom it goes, not ranked out of 130.
Yeah, bingo.
It's like, this guy, you've made an enemy with this guy now.
Fuck this
forever.
guy.
That's what you're experiencing. That's what we're experiencing right now. That's why the trenchies mean so much to him.
Exactly.
That's right.
Because he's watched every single snap. He wants to make sure the right guys are getting rewarded. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the highest paid position on the offensive line. Who was the top tackle, doesn't have to be left, just top tackle of the 2024-2025 NFL season? The Trenchy goes to
Lane Johnson of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow!
On the right side.
Congrats, Lane. Congrats, Lane.
Lane had an incredible year. He's literally playing out of his mind for one of the best offensive lines in football. Let's watch how he just throws this 3-tech across 3 gaps. Watch. Boom! Climbs on a linebacker. And then you got Saquon downhill, 2,000-yard rusher, 20-yard gain. But it all starts with number 65. He always has his hand up. There were 70-yard runs, 70-yard runs, 70-yard runs, 65-yard runs. Everything that the Philadelphia Eagles had, it all starts with number 65, whether they're running counter away or zone 2.
Congratulations on the Trenchy, Lane.
That's awesome.
Put this NFT up on the refrigerator.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Print it out. They don't make a lot of these. You got to earn them. Congrats to Lane Johnson, who, the big topic of conversation around him is he's always offsides.
Guys jumping early all the time.
That's all they talk about.
Smartest lineman in football.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Amen. And I think that's a big part of the offensive line world if we've paid attention to in the trenches at all. That's all anybody talks about is his get off. Nobody talks about everything else, like fundamentally sound, absolutely perfect, freak show athletically, dog buy into the team, always there, and his ability to get down and dirty. You're not scared to do it. They do the goddamn tush push, This is a tackle that has to, he's not even in the main focal point, still has to get down, do the whole song and fucking dance, because that's what our team does. And he does it willingly. What a great representative of Philadelphia, I think Eagles fans would say. And what a win of a Trenchy by Lane Johnson.
I know. Incredible.
He's done a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
Hell of a year. Hell of a career.
Super Bowl champion.
It's been a
Hell of a year.
Parker McCall.
Yeah, I do.
No, it's on.
He's had a hell of a year. He's growing his hair out a little bit. You see that?
Yeah, it looks good.
Got some flow.
Looks good.
It does look good.
Yeah.
Because he's
I
like,
could grow hair.
no, you got a good goatee. You got
Yeah, you can grow hair.
a goatee. You can get one of them surgeries, hair Jordan.
No, too much work.
I don't think you do anything.
It's no work.
But boy, do I wish I had that. I wish I had that little flow out the back
Wish
of
we
the
could
hat.
trade.
Get a toupee.
That would be so sick.
What if I just have a toupee next week?
AJ Hawk's toupee.
Well, you got to grow out the sides. You got to grow out the sides a little
I
bit.
can do that.
Boom, and then toupee on top. Put a rug up there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Please.
You know how many trenches you would win if you had a rug?
How many?
Oh, all of them.
Every fast
Too many.
word possible.
How many NFTs would we send him if he did that?
As many as he needed.
Countless.
How about this? We know it's a big deal to you. We will change the top of the trophy. if you put a rug up there, a little cap on, we will change the top of that.
Perfect.
These trenches are a big deal.
Hell yeah.
Huge.
Let's go to the top 5 offensive lines of the 2024-25 NFL season. The trenches go to
Number 5, the Buffalo Bills.
Wow.
And listen,
Congratulations to the Buffalo Bills.
I went back through the whole season. What I tried to do is just find a play that embodies exactly who this team is and every team in this list. And so why I picked this play, let's take a look at number 70, Alec Anderson. They go big offensive line personnel more than anybody else except for the Detroit Lions with Skip, right? And so whenever number 70's in the game, they're running the ball. They're going to run a fullback zone to the left. Fullback and number 70, Alec, are going to work together. We get the big stretch. Center does a nice job getting the cutoff. Boom. And then you'll see. Mr. Cook. See ya.
Untouched.
Untouched, basically.
Please, Connor.
To the house.
Yeah, why'd they fire him out?
Why'd they fire him? There you go.
Hold on. How about this? Can we talk about a couple things? Also, a guy that I assume was up for best tackle of the year, Trenchy.
Yep.
This dude right here. Look at the space that he's given up in between here. Just absolutely on an island. Then he's head up on the guy, right? So this is like strategy by him, right? That's what Dawkins is doing.
There's no doubt. Deion Dawkins is going to be an all-pro this year. Had an unbelievable season. He's incredible. Was up for it. Lane's just head and shoulders above everybody at this point.
And Deion's smart and physical. And that Buffalo Bills offensive line is top five on this year's Trenchies. Congratulations to the top five O-line
And
Buffalo
Deion,
Bills.
like, egregiously is on the line of scrimmage. Like, he's not sitting back like we were just talking about. Like, he's one of those guys early in the year where he looked like he was fucking with the
like
refs.
almost making a mockery.
Yeah, making a mockery of it. Bingo. He was like head-to-head with the center.
Yeah, everybody says you need a lot of space. How about this? I'll line up behind you, and then I will get in. I'll be so athletic, I'll be able to get around. And that Buffalo Bills offensive line has led to some magical things. Josh Allen up over 40 touchdowns yet again, potential MVP season. I think a lot of people were thinking that offensive line, after you lose all the weapons, have to show up. They did all year.
They did. Fewest sacks allowed as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to the number 4 performing offensive line. The Trenchy goes to
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wow. Congrats to Tampa Bay, number 4.
Yeah, if you'll notice, all 5 of these teams are playoff teams, and that is because this offensive line on every one of these teams makes this unit go. Let's take a look. We motion the back into the backfield. Now we're going to go jet motion away. Eye candy. Now we're going to send the back on the right to the left, and then we're going to pull the guard and the tackle the other way. Bredesen, kick out. Tristan Wirfs up on number 40. Tight end, great job. See you later, boys.
Wow.
See you later.
That's what you're talking about. What were they last year ranked in rush offense?
They've been bottom 5 in rushing for each of the last 7 or 8 years. And then magically this year, new offensive coordinator, new scheme, pretty much same group. Obviously, they drafted the center in the first round, but literally went from bottom 5 to top 5.
Bucky also.
Great running back.
Bucky's a dog.
Yeah, he is
Yep.
really good. Bucky for the Buccaneers.
And this is Rashad White right here.
Great player for a long time down
Yep.
there at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Congrats to them. Top 4 offensive line in the NFL this past season, and as the season continues. Let's go to the number 3 offensive line. The Trenchy goes to
The Baltimore Ravens.
Wow. Congrats to the Ravens.
Yeah,
Love everything
great year.
about that.
Great year. It also helps that they got Derrick Henry. But listen, let's go to
Holy
one
shit.
of Coach Munkin's favorite calls of the year, Baldy's favorite play.
Oh, hell
the
yeah.
old triple trap, double scoop. And
Love
here we
it.
go.
Talking about Baldy from Late Night with Kelsey. They call it Late Night Kelsey.
Late night with Baldy.
Is Baldinger on there?
Baldy was on there. One of the
No
first
way.
guests.
And Philadelphia legend.
That's what I'm saying. I was pumped to see Baldy get a little rub like that.
Hell yeah.
First, one of the
Baldy's
first-
breakdowns.
And
Yeah,
Lil
well-
Dicky.
He loves the old triple trap, double
Charles
scoop.
Barkley.
That's right. You get both
You
guards.
didn't watch.
I
You didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Past my bedtime. I got too many kids.
No, it's on ESPN Plus.
Oh, I can watch it on replay?
Yeah, that thing would have been at 10 o'clock your time.
Ah, that's past my bedtime.
Yeah, amen. Me too. But, brother, it's worth a watch. And Baldy, shout out to him getting some love, nationally for the first. I'm not saying first time. Obviously, people know him, but he deserves.
Yeah.
He loves offensive line play.
Yes,
He does.
Love watching those breakdowns just like yours, but he loves this particular play, Q.
He loves it. You get the old triple trap, double scoop, 2 guards influencing behind. You get the wham from Ricard, and then you get center, right tackle. Get Andrews up on the old scoop as well. Get him up on the 3rd level. Boom. See you later.
Untouched.
There's bodies
Untouched.
everywhere.
That's an 87-yard touchdown run, ladies and gents.
First play of the game.
I mean, it's going to be hard.
For the Ravens.
It's going to be hard not to, I can't put arrows on everybody because I think these 2 are going this way. They're going this way. He's coming this way, right?
right.
And then they're going that way.
That's right.
Holy hell. How much coordination does that take? That takes a lot of choreography almost to make sure everybody's on the same page. How do you not trip all over each other?
This literally has become the play of the year. Everybody has copied this play, and everybody loves it. It used to be just a regular wham. It was basically zone. 2 people, basically, right guard, right tackle would avoid the 3-tech, and then you get the wham. And now we get all this influence stuff. Look what it does to the 3-tech. Look what it does to the backside nose. Look what it does to look what it does to the linebackers. Nobody knows where the fuck the ball's going. And then boom, we just hit Derrick Henry, the best back of this era, right downhill in the B gap for 87 yards.
I like that you saved that because Saquon's having such a big year. He had to drop into of this era. That's good TV stuff out of you. Congrats to the Ravens. Top 3 offensive line of the 24-25 NFL season. The number 2 offensive line winning at Trenchy is
The Detroit Lions.
Wow.
I got one.
Congratulations. What a
Hell
big
yeah.
win.
Huge.
What a big win.
Big win for the Detroit Lions.
Frank Ragnow leading the team.
Yeah.
Best center of the year, the Trenchy Award winner, Frank Ragnow. Let's go to the Lions doing what they do.
Yeah, again, I tried to show something that embodies this group. And what is the biggest thing we talk about all year? Obviously, the offensive line, but Ben Johnson. 4th and 1 against the Buccaneers early in the year. We line up, and they all were in different spots. They literally reversed the triangle. This guy goes there, this guy goes to the backfield, this guy goes there. And on 4th and 1 in a big moment when you need a first down, guess what you do? You run the old triple option sweep to the left. Ben Johnson disguising people, getting them out of the huddle early and often, switching people right before the snap, and then you get you get St. Brown in the backfield as a decoy going this way, and then you get Gibbs going around.
Did that end up being a 22 personnel right there? Is that what that is?
Brock Wright and Laporta, there's 20. And then it's 21 personnel. Is there another back? Because that's a receiver.
So he counts as receiver there?
Correct.
Because he's up on the line.
Correct.
Got it. So running power in there.
That's it. Yep.
Wing T type shit here.
Wing T type stuff, yep.
Dude, that's awesome.
Pretty cool stuff.
How about the
Ben
Detroit
Johnson.
Lions?
Oh, yeah. Unreal.
Yeah, AQ, I love that you showed that play because you cannot run this offense without that offensive line. The amount of times I've come to you on a Wednesday and I said the reason this team goes, the reason Goff is good, Gibbs is good, and the receivers get open is because he has so much time. It's the O-line.
Okay,
That's right.
Let's go to the number one team, offensive line.
Yeah, through the first 12 weeks, it would have been the Detroit Lions. I think over the last 5, this group overtook them. You got the Philadelphia Eagles as the number 1 offensive line of the year.
Philly.
Hey, you don't have the rushing record, but you do have the Trenchy.
Exactly.
As being the number 1 offensive line in the NFL this season, and they've been fun to watch. Obviously, they got the number 1 tackle, the Trenchy Award winner, Lane Johnson.
That's right.
But their running back is also unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Why is that? Well, he and this offensive line are on the same page all the time.
That's right. And I also, again, another reason why I picked this play. Going into the season, Jason Kelsey gone. Can they be the same offensive line unit? Cam Jurgens made the Pro Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure if you guys know that.
Wow.
Cam Jurgens made the Pro Bowl at center. So they just picked up right where they left off, and I think we all remember this play. Dip and scoop on the nose. Boom! Throw his ass out the club. Look at him. Talk your shit. Keep it moving. And then guess what's going to happen? We're going to walk a little bit. We got nothing to do. And then we turn around. Oh, shit. This is about to go for a touchdown. Oh, let's put him on the ground again. Boom!
Jeez.
Twice.
Does that count
Twice.
as 2 pancakes there? It counts as 2 knockdowns?
Oh, yeah.
Double stack.
Double stack.
That is a couple flapjacks. This is D-Bone special. You want Dr. Pepper on top of that thing?
Some sausage.
Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Trenchy for the best offensive line in the entire NFL. Here's your top 5, ladies and gentlemen, from the Trenchies of 2024-2025.
Wow.
8 times in the top 5, the Philadelphia Eagles. 9 times the Detroit Lions. And once again, AQ said first 12 weeks would have been able to make it. 8 times for the Baltimore Ravens. And then obviously a little bit of a drop-off, 5 times and 4 times for number 4 and number 5. Foxy gave a little look-see there after the numbers were revealed here on how many times they're in the top 5 and said, what do we do?
Yeah, AQ, I don't love what you did here. It was definitely the Detroit Lions all season long. But you know what? Playoffs, NFC Championship, Lions, Eagles, we're going to find out how that's going to go down.
Well, Foxy, I don't know if you should be questioning anything because it's not you that's on top of this particular Trenchy. It's that man
Bingo.
right there.
Hell yeah.
Love everything he's doing here.
So wait, all 5 teams get a Trenchy?
Yeah, an NFT.
Just the number 1 team gets a Trenchy. What is this? A handout award or?
No, just top 5. Top 5. They get a.
They each get or just number 1?
Well, the number 1 team gets this one. This is what the number 1 team actually gets. This one.
Oh, okay.
So it is a little bit different. This is
Like Shrek 2.
This is what the number 1 offensive line will be getting. And congrats also to the
Kevin Green,
Frank Ragnow, Trey Smith, and Lane Johnson. Because you were number 1s, you will get this particular, rest in peace, KG, by the way, K to the G. You will get this particular NFT. 2 through 5 will get the bald Trenchy. Okay, get this one. 2 through 5 will get this particular NFT Trenchy. The number 1s will get this particular NFT Trenchy. So there is a difference.
Yeah.
It's not everybody getting awards. And as we wrap up the Trenchies here, let's go to our correspondent in Ohio, AJ Hawk. What do you think about the Trenchies? Who got screwed in the entire thing, and did he get it right with the Trenchies this year?
Yeah, I think AQ did get it right. I mean, I would say out of AQ and Baldy are the two the two people you go to if you want to know about O-line play, right? In America, I think.
Jeff Saturday does the pancakes, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But I think Baldy and AQ break down offensive line play more. I think that is kind of. I don't think Jeff does a lot of break. Jeff is a head coach.
Yeah.
Jeff, so Jeff does a lot of all together. And I'm not saying AQ couldn't be a head coach or Baldy, but they're breaking down, I think, offensive line play fundamentals, techniques, strategies, plays much more. Yes, AJ.
Yeah, I think O-line play is true. Most people have no idea what a good, especially like as a whole, what O-lines are good. They'll look at stats and say, how many sacks have they given up? Can they run the ball? And then they'll make a determination whether you're good or not. So I appreciate AQ. AQ is doing a service to everybody as football fans, especially casual football fans, letting us know that this is where games are won and lost.
Thank you, AQ.
Thanks, AJ.
Thank you, AQ.
Who's going to get a side high five from Darius J. Butler? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to announce the All Everything DB team.
Let's get to it. Now
Okay, hold on a second, because I got to get to it on the thing.
Uh-oh.
This is what it's all about. Go ahead, Darius.
Ooh. Hey, like I said earlier, only 5 spots. So obviously a lot of great DBs around the National Football League. But there's only 5. 2 corners, 2 safeties, and 1 nickel back. Let's start with one of those safeties. Got a big, obviously, it's coming to be from the brand new Lions.
Wow! Congratulations.
Joseph, yep. So common theme, you're going to see all these 5 guys every week. You've seen these guys throughout the year on the tape. And we know what Kirby Joseph does out of the deep part of the field. Led the National Football League in interceptions. This is one of his 9. It's hard to get 9 interceptions. You'll see him reading Brock Purdy out of the post, makes a great break on the ball. A lot of times quarterbacks don't really factor in that post defenders when they're going through their reads and making throws on time, especially across the middle of the field. He gets up from the middle of the field to the sideline, and he can also break down in the middle of the field and make plays. Just a great job from Kirby Joseph. One of 2 very, very good safeties for the Detroit Lions.
He was on Everything DB, good D a lot. Yeah, and it felt like they were also on In the Trenches. So the Detroit Lions were on In the Trenches, and they were on In the Secondary, which stops explosive plays.
Yes.
Felt like it was a nice little tag team of Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson teaming up together.
Got a great team, great culture, great coordinators, and we've been talking all year long about the injuries on the defensive side of the ball, but Aaron Glenn, this defensive coordinator on that side, most likely will be a head coach in this cycle. How these boys humming, man. But Kirby Joseph, since coming into the National Football League, he gets the ball in. To be on the All Everything DB team, I value ball production.
Okay, congrats to Kirby Joseph.
Go.
He's also a mean cuss. Let's put that one in there as well.
That.
You gotta be.
I love
Gotta be
that.
a dog to be on the All Everything DB team.
Yes, sir. Speaking of dogs, we've been talking about Jim Harbaugh a lot. He brought his defensive coordinator over from Michigan with him, Jeffrey Minter, and the centerpiece of this defense is Derwin James, a guy that can play and impact the defense on all 3 levels. So you can put him up near the line of scrimmage. He can rush the passer, over 5 sacks this season, also a bunch of TFLs, and then 1 game-ending interception against the Atlanta Falcons. So in this game alone, he had 10 tackles, 2 TFLs, and an interception. This is him on a big 3rd and 1, shooting that gap, running down the play, making a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Like I said, they put him around the ball a lot more this year. He played a ton in the slot as well, so he could have been a Pro Bowler or an All-Pro at the slot. But you see the time and you see the anticipation, the speed. Since he was a dog at Florida State and coming into the NFL, multiple-time first-team All-Pro, Derwin James, a game breaker. It's him in the middle of the field, 4th and 12 to end the game. Reading it, foot in the ground, boom, eyes back to the quarterback, game ender, curtains. Derwin James is the other safety on the All Everything DB team.
Wow, what a start. Congratulations to Derwin James.
Yes,
Hell of a year.
Hell of
And a
a
guy who Jim Harbaugh said he was so lucky to have on the Chargers whenever he arrived there.
Yes.
He talked about the pillars. He was like, obviously, Golden Goose, Justin Herbert. Then you think about Matlock. He had Matlock on that thing. Khalil Mack, Bosa, Derwin James.
Yes.
If those guys are on your team, you can win. And Coach Herbert also down in the weight room said he loves all these dudes. So not only on the field is Derwin James dog, off the field he's like a perfect leader, loves ball. Obsessed with football. Gonna have to if you want to be on the All Everything DB team.
Yes, common theme with all these guys and all these defenses, a bunch of very, very high-level competitors, like high competes. That's what you got to create as a head coach and as a defensive coordinator. Guy, you talked about having a good year. Guy that had a great year, a bounce-back year, I think. It's the best slot defender in the National Football League this year. Marlon Humphrey over there at the Baltimore Ravens.
Congratulations, Marlon.
Yes, sir. Everything DB, obviously, slot defender. That's near and dear to my heart. That's where I played a lot of downs in the National Football League. You got to be involved in the run game. You got to be involved in the pass game. You got to be a communicator. This is him actually on the outside. He played a lot of downs, most of them down on the inside, but pretty much won this game. This is one of his 2 interceptions against the Bucs. This was a 3-point game at this point. Ravens were down, needed this play. If you run it back to the beginning, or you can show the other angle, this is just him being heads up. So 3-yard line, he's trying to run and chuck this tight end out of bounds, which you can legally do within 5 yards, or if the quarterback breaks the pocket. So he's trying to get him out of bounds because we all know once that receiver goes out of bounds, he can't be the first one to touch the football, and then gets his eyes back on the quarterback, get back to the back pylon where Baker Mayfield was looking, and gets this interception. Had another interception in this game, had a big interception in the Pittsburgh game. 6 interceptions from Marlon Humphrey this year. Just a phenomenal player.
Congratulations, Marlon Humphrey. Absolute dog. Now, we need a corner or 2 to round out the all-everything DB team.
Yeah, you need corners. You need guys that you can leave on the island. You need guys that can press, that can play off, that can tackle, and that can, once again, have some ball production. So, Derek Stingley Jr.
Wow,
came into the league. Yes, sir. Came to the league a couple years ago, top of the draft, number 3 overall pick. You don't see a lot of corners going number 3 overall. His skill set. So, big part of playing DB is, especially a DB like him, follows the number 1 receivers. Once again, can play zone, can play man. Right, if you pause it, that's Brian Thomas Jr. Had a great rookie year out of LSU. And a lot of DBs in this situation are going to panic. You got a blazer a couple yards in front of you, you're out of phase, so you panic, but not when you have the type of 4.3 blazing speed that Derek Stingley Jr. has. Stayed composed, got his head back, played the ball, great ball skills, can get in your face. We saw him get 2 interceptions against Tyreek Hill. It was a stretch, a 4-week stretch. This guy had 4 interceptions. Once again, I value ball production in his face. Once again, at this point, a lot of guys panic. He does not read in the eyes, reading the body language, gets his eyes back, tracks the ball, goes up and gets it. Just a phenomenal player that you can leave on an island and feel very, very comfortable.
Who was the quarterback here?
This was Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, so there's a lot of people thinking to themselves like, hey, put the ball out there. He's got him.
Throw it out early.
Hit him.
He's got him out there, but Stingley's going to make a play regardless, we assume, because of how great he is. You don't just fall onto the all-everything DB team. Now, there's one spot remaining. Mm-hmm. Who will be on the 2024-2025 all-everything DB team?
Hey. There hasn't been many defensive player of the years that played the cornerback position. This guy right now is the betting favorite. Had a career high 4 interceptions this year, forced fumbles, tackle, can press you, can play off, can do everything. We talked about Nick Saban earlier. This is another Saban guy up here. Cornerback Patrick Surtain II.
Wow, congrats.
He has 2 to round it out. We got a boo here because Gonzo didn't make it. But oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Or he's saying 2 because he's Patrick.
I was not booing.
Boos have been misheard a lot this week. But yeah, no boos for him. This is him in cover 2. Playing the flat against our Colts, playing the flat defender. This is like China 7, hitch 7, whatever you want to call this route concepts. Baited the quarterback into it, jumped the short route, sunk back, got some depth, went up high, pointed the football. This is Patrick Surtain football. Well coached, not only from Nick Saban, but his pops, Miami Dolphin, great Patrick Surtain, New Orleans guy, Dolphin great, coached him up in high school and is still coaching right now. But Patrick Surtain is the best corner in the National Football League. And right now, I believe, I'm not sure if this is still the case, Tone, the betting favorite to win the Defensive Player of the Year. So he rounds out the all-everything DB team. Just
Congrats
a great play.
Hell yeah.
Congrats to all these guys.